Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about something I really appreciate if you would do. Check me live at twitch.tv/Ben13613. But let's talk about something I've been doing and want to try to make more apparent for you guys. When I'm posting content, I really want you guys to hopefully engage and try to do more in it. But if you don't, I really don't mind. Leaving comments is really helpful for me. The likes are amazing, and I'm really enjoying that. You guys are sort of enjoying it, I guess. I know some of the things that I'm posting are just sometimes just very bad. It's just more or less that I wanted to post it because it was stuck in my head, and I wanted to get out of my head. When I'm posting things, it's more or less for better quality or something else. Everything I put out is multiple different tries. This is probably the third time I did this, not including multiple different times trying to get the recording set up right, getting everything set up. But I do hope I'm trying to get better quality out for you guys. Even though it's a little staticky, as you can see, there's a little static here. I'm trying to get it as best as quality. For me though, I'm going to be talking about one thing about Twitch that I want to get out of. I am not an affiliate on twitch.tv. It sort of bothers me because I have been streaming for a really long time and I'm not getting the traction I need. Now, why am I saying this in a YouTube video? Well, YouTube can bring people to Twitch. Now, I know I mostly do voices and that stuff here. On Twitch, I don't do that. Twitch, I play Hearthstone. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But in higher side, it's just a game I really enjoy. Now, if I'm talking about games that I don't really play, that sometimes become very, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! But I want to talk about the Twitch problem that I've been having, and it shouldn't be a problem. I've been streaming over 500 hours and not getting traction. And I hope on YouTube I get to either blow up and get 1,000 subscribers and stream only in here, or get affiliate, because either way I want to get money from one of the sites. No matter what, I will still be posting content on both sites, either daily or weekly. It doesn't really change my mindset that this is really important to me. I really enjoy doing this. Now, am I saying that I'm going to do this forever? Probably not. It sort of is an ADHD thing, which I very much have. It's very apparent that it's a problem for me, and I don't really like saying this in the world, but ADHD is not what people think. ADHD for me has been putting me back from doing great in classes, and it really just sucks overall for me. Now, what do I want to do for the next video? I want you guys to leave in the comment what you want me to do. I'd love to do more voices. If you guys have any recommendations, please put them in the comments. Also, subscribe to me on YouTube so we can get 1,000 so I can start streaming here. But also I would like to do, just talk about Hearthstone. I am a major in the duels aspect. I used to play all the time. I'm falling out of it because it's becoming a little stale, which is sort of sad for me. But I do play here and there on my stream. Now, for me, I recommend going into this stuff, and I want you guys to understand, I don't want you guys to be forced into it. But if you are enjoying it, and you don't want to stop playing a game or that's fine. I was really just hoping for this to be a more informative video on just my YouTube channel, or basically anything about that. I'm hoping that I'm not trying to be one of those people that's, oh, I'm sorry for things. No, I'm honestly saying I'm very excited to do more things, and I really want you guys to be more engaged or other stuff. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. I read your comments. I enjoy reading them. It's very fun. Now, I'm going to be talking about Hearthstone for the rest of this. So, okay, let's talk about it. I've had a major problem with Hearthstone duels for the longest time, and I want to make a video on it. And it's not a problem for just me. I know other people are mad about it, But Hearthstone Duels is set up in a way where Duels is like Arena. But Duels feels worse than Arena. Why is that? I don't know. Duels is not consistent. Duels is by far not as consistent as like Arena or other stuff, but like you can make your own deck. The problem I have with Duels is it's trying to be what another thing that it does, which is Dungeon Run, and it's not doing it as good as Dungeon Run. I play Dungeon Runs, and I played them before. They are way better than Hearthstone Duels. Now I want to inform, if the Duel teamers are watching, what they need to do. First off, things need to be broken. At the state of the game that we're in, everything is just fair. It's not really fun. When Duels first came out, I wasn't playing it. I came in Baron's chat. I was a mobile player. And it wasn't bad, but I didn't start in Baron's. I started in Stormwind. In Stormwind, it was infinites, and it was not fun. It was things that they made, Plaguebringer, they made the infinite fireballs, and then they nerfed it. But I think you can bring back Plaguebringer. I want that thing back, but in a different form. I want there to be it to remove mana, or just not overload, and just reduce the thing, and then you can only play this amount of cards. I think Plaguebringer can come back. If it comes back with the overload effect, I think Shaman should finally get their passive removed. The one that does not overload you is not annoying at all in the slightest. It is just not fun to play with. If you're doing overload stuff, you're playing the quests, not fun with it because you don't get this second part. It's just a passive that is very basic and needs to be replaced at this point, because either it's just gonna like make more things become apparent with new things coming out, or it's just not gonna be fun. And that's the second thing I want to talk about for Duels. Hearthstone Duels needs to be like Battlegrounds, because it basically gets updates on all the time. It's like it in its mini set and like how many people actually play it. As in the community. There's a community for it. As in there's not. It's annoying. I want to say this. Hearthstone Duels, the people that are behind it need to start doing stuff where you can play with your friends. I think there being a separate mode where you can play with your friends in like a Duels run where you and your friend will both be in like a Duels thing, and you'll verse either your friend and then someone random or someone else. I think Duels needs this, because Duels at the moment you can't play with your friends, which I still think is weird. There also needs to be a customizable mode where you can choose any of the passes you want and play with them. I think that should be in the game. Dungeon Run, I don't really care if it has that, but Duels you want to figure out this stuff, like things that you want to build towards, and see if it's actually going to work. The problem with Duels is it's not consistent. That's the second thing I wanted to talk about. Passives need to be reworked in a way where if your deck has a large portion of cards that point towards a passive, it needs to be more apparent. It needs to be there. What am I talking about? I think they should implement a system where either you choose your passive, which I think is fine. I think randomness is stupid in this game. I know Hearthstone is very random, but in Duels it shouldn't be as random as it is. The buckets can still be random, but the passives shouldn't be. I have got multiple different occasions where I am running a full spell deck, no minions, no summoning of minions, and I will be offered cannibalism, which is basically when a minion dies, the adjacent ones get +1 attack. Really funny. It is very annoying, and I really think it should be reworked. Now, another thing is nerfs for Hearthstone duels. I think nerfing a class shouldn't be put to extreme. I think you should nerf 1 card to 2 at maximum for duels. You don't understand how much was nerfed in the latest patch, or like the worst one when we were stuck in Frost Mage. I was a part of that. It was not fun. You were playing Frost Mage or Rush, which Rush got nerfed, which I was a little happy about. Not really. But then they were nerfing things that weren't needing a nerf. Drexar got nerfed from his 2 mana hero power draw a 3 mana minion, reduce it to 0 to a 3 mana. It's why? Why did he do that? I think they're nerfing too many things, and I think they should bring back more things. Like, they should bring back Tour Guide. Tour Guide was annoying because of Diablo, and just remove Diablo. Diablo is the only one where I think it's an actual problem. The other ones are like mid-range and not really. We got a 3 mana hero power, 1 mana, make it 0. That's fine. It isn't a problem anymore. Diablo was the only problem with it. And another thing is, I think there should be cards banned in standard or like the neutral set for specific classes or specific heroes. I don't think you should be able to ban a specific thing for all the heroes, because then it makes it less fun and less enjoyable. For instance, they ban Tour Guide when they should just ban it for everyone that they think is going to make it break. This thing doesn't need to be like it. Tour Guide is fine as it is. Now, I want to talk about one thing I am still bothered by. I know that they're not going to do this, but please make Rogue playable. As in Vanessa, or no, it's Lucia. Make her 1 mana get a random 1 cost into a random card from the other class. A random spell or something to make Thief. It is aggro, and it is very much apparent that it's aggro. I haven't been playing duels as much, I'll say that. But I know it's so well. I want to say one of my decks that I have made is now seeing a lot of play, which is Discover Brand. I tried to do a video on it. It didn't do as well as I was trying to record it and it wasn't doing good, but I would like to upload that with a new video on that. That's gonna be annoying. Ryan said this in one of his videos or one of his streams. Duels needs to have decks that you can just pick up and just like press it, have a run with that. Press it, do a run with this deck. I think there should be set decks. This meaning a deck like Bomb Warrior. There should be a Bomb Warrior set deck which you can just play it, like you can do 3 games with it and understand it, which you usually can't understand decks in 3 games, but they are very lenient. I'm just saying there needs to be decks that are just set, that you could just pick up and then a customizable deck, which you can just make whatever you want. Now, this is just for like, you press the bomb one, like this would be, you press the hero, then there's offered of customizable 3 different ones, like 3 different decks for every single hero power, and then the passive or treasure for them, because I don't think you need to do more than 3. I think that would be fine, like you do in Dungeon Run. And then the customizable one, which is probably just wants to be the first one. And another thing, I want it to be that you can back out of it before you like fully like commit. I don't want you to be able, unless like you're in the run, like you started it, I don't want it to be that you had to choose it, your passives, and like your secondary, and then you're stuck with what you got. I want it to be able, so before you start the run, you build the deck, and then you say, okay, yeah, I'm done. And then that's it. That's the only time. When you submit, like, deck build is complete, boom, you are locked into that. I don't want it to be you press your treasure and it locks you out. I'm going back. This is just annoying, and I've done it multiple different times that I was rethinking about what I wanted to do, and I can't because I screwed up, and then I just make a random deck that doesn't, just to do something else because I don't want to really play what I was thinking of because it's not fun or enjoyable for sure. But I really think you build deck, when you complete the deck, that is the point where it should lock you out of everything. Like, build deck, when you complete it, you shouldn't be able to go back from that point. Now, let's talk about treasures and what ones I want to see come back. I want to see Onoyo Horn. I want to see some interesting ones, and I want to see a buff for Hearthstone Duels. I don't think Hearthstone Duels is getting traction as much as it needs to, but I hope through this video, the Hearthstone team or anyone who comes by and it's like, yeah, this makes sense. I know I'm struggling, and I'm knowing that this isn't like a very good video on it. I just want to get my thoughts out and everything. Once again, go check me live at twitch.tv/ben13613. Like, comment, I will read your comments. I really enjoy doing it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is just a video I wanted to post. Peace.